It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Chargers and the Broncos on Monday night.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, the new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
From Denver. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Throwing, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After 7-0. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos and Russell Wilson heading back to work. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with the 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 44 yards rushing for him, Matt. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Pushes him over and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So first and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here's Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On second and 9, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Powers through it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And how about finding this guy without a home? Signed as a free agent this past week.
Doesn't make much.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chargers getting set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line ready to go. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw Mariota. Over the middle, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
They'll get this to about the 38.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second half blowout material.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
McManus's point after is good. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL.
Welcome back now to Denver, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. He's at the 30. Touchdown, LA. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Taken in at the 3.
Offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Edwards. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run for it with Barkley. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they love this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A first down throw for Mariota. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Mariota. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now it's Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously